Okay.
Right, not what you were expecting.
It's
right?
not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
So, I'm Andrew from American Musical Supply here at the Korg booth with Michael from Cold Clock Guitars,
Yep.
my good friend.
Yeah.
And he's going to talk to us about a very interesting concept that's
it's a
Cold Clock has just brought out.
A little product we've been working on for a while. So a lot of you would immediately recognize this as like our normal Blackwood Fat Lady guitar that we've done in our 2 series, but it has a few little extra pieces in it. What we find is the market is really growing for the looper style player, right? Where they set up their rhythm track with their acoustic sound, and then they set up like a rhythm part that goes underneath that, and then they want to, they sing and perform and play a solo over the top of that. The solo part usually though is less dynamic and it doesn't really cut through because it's that acoustic guitar sound over the top of their acoustic guitar sound. So this is a really big part for us, and we were like, well, wouldn't it be great to have like an absolute like just ball tearing like Les Paul sound or something like that to be able to do it? And we're like, well, we're not the first people to put humbuckers into a guitar. Like arch tops have been around, 175s and all that kind of stuff. So let's modify with some of the construction that we've done in our already beautifully set up acoustic guitars for being plugged in, and put in that pickup system. So that's what we've done. So we've got a Lola Imperial in there as the humbucker. You've got a series and parallel switch on the front, tone and volume. So you end up with 2 outputs on the guitar. You've got one for the electric side and then one for the acoustic side. Okay. So you can have them completely separate and be able to blend them at front of house or within your on pedal board or however you wanted to do it. But the idea is to have that control over the acoustic sound and the electric sound independently, but still have access and have a really nice user experience to be able to do it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Freddie, can you give us a demo of the acoustic sound and then maybe switch over to the electric? That's great. Right. So I noticed that there are acoustic strings on there.
Yeah. So there's enough nickel content in the actual core of the strings that it's still working with the electric pickup.
Right.
It's working really, really nicely. That's been actually one of the biggest comments and questions that we've had, like on our social media and all that kind of stuff, in the last 12, 24 hours since we launched this. But yeah, if I would say if anybody's got any questions or anything like that, like literally just go into a store once we get them out there, which should be around October, November this year. Go in there and try it. It's a really tactile, fun experience. Yeah, so it's really good.
Okay.
And the other main question that we've had from a lot of people is feedback, right? We're an acoustic guitar. We've got an electric pickup in there. We already build a very controlled guitar, and especially with our Blackwood, which is that Australian timber that we use, it's not as resonant and as big and as loud as like your classically made acoustic guitars, which makes our pickup system work beautifully with it, but it also means it's not such a huge adjustment or department to be able to get an electric pickup working in there. The other thing is, the electric pickup's in the right place. Like, it's back there against the bridge. On so many of these like crossover guitars, if you will, usually they're up there like right around the fingerboard, where it's like, it's beautiful tone, but it's mushy and it's lush and it's all the things that you want for that front pickup. But really for the soloing kind of thing, which is really the main part of what the electric part of this guitar is designed for, you want that rear pickup and you want that bite and the control that you get out of that position.
Okay.
So it's really cool.
And that's a standard route, so if someone wanted to change the humbucker that's in there or whatever, they could do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more work because it's not like you just flipped over the back of your guitar and there's cavities to play with. But, you can get to the rear end of our guitar through the sound hole. So anyway, so a little bit more work, but yeah, if you wanted to put some P90s in there or do whatever you want, like, the cool thing is you can accessorize it. Like, we've had comments about the pickup surrounds and the knobs, like, why didn't you put them in black? It's like, dude, change them out. Like, we now have like a guitar that has electric guitar accessories. So like, find whatever you want and put it on there. Like, it's cool. So
very cool. And you said October is kind of shipped in?
Yeah, we're expecting October. Demand has been quite a bit higher than we expected, which is really wonderful. So it really just depends on production coming through, but we're expecting to have a good quantity of units here in the States by October.
Awesome. So there you have it. Keep an eye out for this new model from Cole Clark, and if you are interested in checking out any other Cole Clark acoustic guitars, you can visit AmericanMusical.com.